Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author trading view with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I'll speak about EURUSD. And as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I'll cover the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, which is what the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders, which you see right here. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing a quite strong historical monthly support and demand area. From here, all these previous rejections to the upside were created. So every time the market tested its zone, it got rejected to the upside quite aggressively. And what we can notice is that at the moment the market is testing the exact same zone, has already started rejecting it to the upside. So in a situation like this, more bullish price action away from this area could be expected, as already happened in the past when the market was testing this exact same zone. So here in the monthly time frame, everything looks quite clear. We have a rejection away from a strong historical monthly support and demand area. Let's drop down on the weekly time frame and see what we have. Now, from a weekly perspective, what we can notice is that we have a market which just shifted from a weekly bearish trend to now a weekly bullish trend. We went from the creation of weekly lower lows and lower highs all the way up to now the creation of weekly higher highs and higher lows, with the transition pattern being a double bottom here from a weekly perspective. So everything is quite clear. We had a clear inversion of trend. The last move was the creation of a new weekly higher high. Now we're getting the creation of a new weekly higher low. So the next potential step would be the creation of yet another weekly higher high if the uptrend is to continue. So everything looks quite clear. Let's keep this in mind and drop down on the daily time frame. From a daily perspective, the patterns are very clear. I spoke about EURUSD when the market was around here after the creation of this M pattern, and I explained all the reasons for which I was expecting this rejection to the upside. Then the market created yet another M pattern. So again, a potential rejection to the upside was very expected, and that is exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link in description that previous analysis, so you can go and check it out for more free education. But at the moment, what we can notice is that we have a market which is facing previous daily support, which is now turned resistance. Because what we know is that when there is a horizontal level of structure, which is previously respected as support, and the market breaks below it, that becomes resistance. So essentially, even though the monthly and weekly time frame both seem quite bullish, since here on the daily time frame we are still below resistance, unless we will see a clear break above this resistance, this market can easily be rejected to the downside. So we need to see strong institutional buying in order to see a potential breakout. So let's go and see what we have when it comes to the institutional positioning by looking at the commitment of traders. So what the big players in the market are doing. Now, if we look here at the euro, we have to keep in mind that we are actually already looking at EURUSD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. And we can notice how with the last reports, we went from minus 64.4k net positions all the way up to plus 65.5k net positions. So we had a huge increase of net positioning, going from a negative net positioning here, meaning that we had more institutional shorts than longs with 230k shorts compared to only 165k longs, all the way up to now having a positive net positioning of plus 65.5k net positions with the complete opposite. So more longs than shorts with 189.7k longs compared to only 124.2k shorts. So clearly the inversion of trend has been clear with the institutions moving more back to the bullish side for the euro, therefore to the bullish side for euro USD. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you'll find linked in the description, so you never miss new updates. Now back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, if the market will successfully break above the resistance after a break on the retest of the previous resistance turn support, that is where we have very good probability of seeing more institutional longing. And if that will be the case, that would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, and we would see more institutional buying to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, if you want to learn more, I really recommend that you go and check out my website, which is linked in the description, because what you see me share here on YouTube is actually just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you head over to the website in the description, you will have the possibility to join the best trading program on the planet. You will gain access to all the courses ranging from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics like building automated trading strategies using the MQL4 programming language, building portfolios of strategies using quantitative finance tools like the Quant Analyzer, and much more. You will have the possibility, in fact, to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notifications integration, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which often you see me use directly in my YouTube videos, on all my platforms actually. And if you scroll down, you will see that you also have the possibility to get the integration. So all my EAs, which you find here presented one by one directly on the website. And you also have the possibility to gain access to my live trading show. So I live stream of all the trades on my live account as they're opened, closed, trade, and obviously managed. And if you continue to scroll down, you will see that you have the possibility to join just after here the testimonials and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest that at least you go and check it out. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click on the like button. Also, let me know in the comments below any new pairs that you would like me to cover in my next videos. Also, any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss new updates, and I will see you in my next video.